You're listening to the February 20th, 2017 reading of Blossom Goodchild's channeling with the Federation of Light.
Well, here we are again, my friends. The time is flying by. It's very noticeable to me that something that took place maybe only yesterday can seem as if it was a fortnight ago. Time feels very warped.
Welcome to you, and may we offer words of consolation?
By all means, that would go down well. I just paid out a lot of money to have 100 copies of a New Dawn printed, and the cover design is off-centre. Long story. So, my mood was a little off, to say the least, yet had it in my diary to channel today, as I'm pretty busy right now.
We are fully aware of you working on changing your attitude, and indeed, your mood about this matter, and we commend you for this. Do you see how far you have come in not allowing anything to mar your vibration?
Well, it did for a while.
How long?
10 minutes?
And in future days, there shall be no time delay at all, for you shall have improved your attitude, thought patterns, to such a degree that you can instantly go to the space of, it doesn't matter.
Yep, that's the thing that does it for me. With all annoying things, I just think, when I am not on this planet anymore, will this matter? And the answer is always no. Before we get on to the follow-up from the last channeling, can we have a little chat about the energies at the moment? I mean, far out Brussels sprout. I'm so wiped out this week, and on Valentine's Day, from midday onwards, I could hardly bring my eyeballs down from up in their sockets. I was flat out.
The energies that are entering and being absorbed are at the strongest resolution. Some are feeling it more than others. Yet know, at the same time as one feeling off the planet, as you would say, one's vibratory rate is increasing dramatically. So this uncomfortable feeling is actually for the greater good.
When will it subside?
Well, this higher energy is to continue for ever. There will always be increased flow of energy as the vibration rises. For in its rising, it brings about even more higher energy. If you follow our meaning.
I do.
That is not to say, however, that you shall feel off-planet for the rest of your days.
Phew.
Your body will accustomize itself and readjust through every step of the way. May we add also that when one is feeling knocked about in this way, there is also a great deal of downloading and uploading going on.
Explain the difference when dealing with us humans as opposed to computers.
Downloading is you receiving information. Uploading is us receiving it from you.
Okay. I guess that segues neatly into my last paragraph of last week's channeling concerning my friend who woke up with the 2 purple puncture marks on her arm, and you said that indeed it was an agreed part of the experiment that we are. For some humans to assist in this way, so that one can monitor how we're doing. Well, that's sort of my interpretation.
And it is correct and to the point. You see, Blossom, your bodies are ever expanding into a lighter form of themselves, and there is a team of workers whose responsibility, by choice, is to make sure that all is running smoothly, in general, regarding this. There are countless teams overseeing countless things regarding the human being. And within those countless teams, there are countless sub-teams, etc. You, the human race, are so important to all.
Why?
Because of your opportunity to be human. This experiment is one of the largest that has been undertaken, and we have no consideration at this point that it shall end. Only ever move forward and up into a higher category of itself. There have been, may we add, other experiments that were not so successful, and so they were terminated. Keeping in mind, of course, that each soul light agreed to be part of any experiment. Nothing is taken on against one's will.
So what, then, are these markings? Others have written in to say that they've different kinds. One soul had pyramid shapes below her chest.
They are forms of prints that are left from utensils used. Yet, shall we tell you something else? With many volunteers, we can heal these imprints immediately, for there is no need for them to be shown, noticed. Yet, for others, it assists them in their earth journey for those markings to be left visible for a short while, for individual reasons of knowing and growth. We state categorically that our kind do not, never have, and never will interfere with one's physicality in a way that could harm both the physical form and the emotional mental state. This kind of wheedling one's way into a soul's psyche is not part of our experiment. We would not consider such an atrocity, such as your kind get to hear about regarding abductions, etc. Again, we ask you to look into this, not via your internet, for you will not find much truth on this subject there. Yet, to look into this through your heart. Let your knowing allow the truth to make sense to you. We ask you do this so that in our choosing not to indulge regarding such wheedling in through, we are able to keep you safe, Blossom, by not entering into matters that some may find too intrusive regarding their behaviors. We know you understand, and we shall leave it at that.
Okay, yet can you tell us more about that which you do? I mean, for starters, when you keep record of how we are going via chosen souls, do these souls go anywhere? Up into your vessels, for example?
There is no need. That would be far more effort than it is worth. This could be quite tricky to explain due to usage of words, yet telepathically it could be said in one image, because within that image, all that would need to be said is instead simply known.
Okay, let's try with the words, although I will just explain that I'm being shown an image of light beings, say 3, maybe 4, around someone's bed. The image is beautiful, and there is a wonderful glowing mist, as if the image is engulfed in this light. Yet beyond it, all is normal.
And we shall take over from there, if we may. You are being shown this because you are working with a soul on a different level, within a different dimension, through a different dimension. So, as if to say that the scene, the image we are presenting, is isolated at that moment in space from your real world. So although we are checking...
I need to interrupt. What are you checking?
It is not blood cells or arteries or things that are known to be physical, Blossom. We are checking light energy. We are recording levels of how much light energy is circulating within the physical body. For...
Here we go. I can feel it.
You are essentially light bodies, living in the human flesh, the human vessel. Yet your light body remains. For explanation purpose, look upon it as if your light body jumped into a physical form for a time. When your people leave Earth's atmosphere, they wear spacesuits. So shall we say, when your light bodies leave other realms to be able to function in the earthly experiment, they need Earth suits. We are also registering, now that the energies entering are so much stronger and lighter, how that is affecting your Earth suits. For never before has the human form moved ahead in this fashion, and it is essential, indeed an important part of the experiment, to monitor all that is occurring.
And how are we doing?
In general, the Earth suit is adapting extremely well, as we had hoped it would. There is so much involved in that which we are speaking of.
I can feel 1,000 thoughts that you're sending into my head.
Correct. For there is free will. Some will choose to let go of their suits and pass over into the realms of your normal awareness of what is known as death. Others, however, many excited souls are happy to be here to see this experiment through and actually just allow their suits to change, to adapt, along with the energies coming in, so that their true light form can shine through the suit, for want of a better way of expression. As the higher energy of self can merge and become one with the higher energies now able to pour in, it enables the earth suit to become lighter, to change into a lighter model, shall we say.
Keep going. I'm following.
Therefore, we need to keep tab of all these changes. We will add also that naturally, everyone is different and acting, reacting in their own sweet way.
So just to clarify, you come to town. No one goes to your neck of the woods.
Correct. There is no need. We are reading your thoughts and we smile. No, Blossom, we do not have utensils that probe.
I wasn't thinking the way that will read. Yet I was thinking of what your utensils actually are.
They are recorders, measurers. Yet we understand your question. They do not pierce the skin or enter in as one might imagine a needle doing. The instrument is placed on the skin. That is all. And all information is absorbed simply by resting this implement there. Different instruments will leave different markings, should markings be required. And we say this like this because the soul on a particular level of itself has asked for the markings to remain, for recognition. Again, perhaps just on another level of self, for different reasons. When visited by us, one would wake in the morning feeling refreshed and loved. Those who recall the opposite were not visited by us. We would go so far as to say their minds were visited as opposed to them actually going anywhere or being abducted to elsewhere.
And I feel it within my being not to probe any further on that matter. Well, I have to say that's all very interesting and very reassuring for many, I'm sure. Perhaps we could continue on with this next time. Your love vibration coming through today has certainly lifted me up where I belong. Love lifts me up where I belong. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you, Blossom Goodchild.
It always makes me laugh and take a deep breath when you use my full name. I don't know why.
It is because of the energy in which we bring forth your name.
I've heard Blossom Goodchild being said many times, but it feels different when it comes through you.
Vibrational energy, frequency. Nothing more, nothing less. Plus a spoonful of intention.
Love you guys. Many, many thanks.